What is up, you guys? Welcome back to Resilience Unplugged, where we talk all things health, fitness, and personal development to help you become resilient in all areas of your life. We are talking today about the fact that we literally only have 3 months left in the year. That is actually insane, and I want you to be set up for success for the holidays and also come New Year's. I think during this time, a lot of people's mindset is around the fact that we have Halloween, we have Thanksgiving, we have Christmas, and we're gonna go ham, eat all the food. And this is a time to just throw our health out of the window and focus on enjoying life. And I do not agree with that mindset. I think that is a surefire way to set you up for failure throughout the last quarter of this year. And that is not what has to happen at all. Your health and fitness is a year-round thing. It's not just during the summer when you want to look good in a bikini. And if you go into this holiday season with the right mindset, you can be set up for success come New Year's for those goals, but also just staying healthy. I don't know about you, but I don't want to gain 10 pounds this holiday season and feel like crap. A lot of people view that as a reason to gain the weight and to feel unhealthy and to not be on their A game. And I think it's actually an excuse. The glaring thing here for me is that most people view this last quarter as a free-for-all. Throw the towel in, their health does not matter because we have Halloween, we have Thanksgiving, we have Christmas, and we have these reasons to overindulge. And it's a mindset because you don't have to overindulge on candy. You don't have to overindulge on Thanksgiving. You don't have to overindulge on Christmas. Can you do that? Sure. But that is 3 days out of 3 months. It almost sounds absurd to think we can allow 3 days to completely derail us from being healthy and having a solidified foundation when it comes to your health and fitness. So today we are talking about tips on how to keep you on track, but also allow you to have the food freedom you're wanting throughout this holiday season. First and foremost, I think it's a mindset. I think if we go into these scenarios with the mindset of, I'm gonna have a free-for-all, I'm gonna eat whatever I want, I'm gonna have leftovers for the whole entire week, and I'm just going to not care. That is not the mindset we wanna have if we are wanting to stay healthy and remain fit during this time. So what we're going to instead do is focus on a couple of things. The weeks leading up to this, we are going to focus on making sure that we are optimizing our health and fitness. We are staying active. We are eating healthy. We are drinking enough water. We are getting enough sleep. We're getting enough steps in. And we are doing all of the things we should be doing to remain healthy and active. The day of, what I personally do is I don't love this term, but I will macro hoard a little bit. I don't recommend doing this every day, but I will macro hoard a little bit, and I will have a majority of my protein during the time before I'm having the meals or having the get-togethers. And then during that meal time, I will have a majority of my carbs and my fats with some protein as well. But this will allow me the flexibility to have more carbs and have more fats and not focus so much on protein or focus on not eating anything because it's not on my diet. I'm more about food freedom than anything. I do think that you have to live in a gray area. It's not black or white, but I also think people, when they think food freedom, go totally left field and want to eat everything and have no at all boundaries. Being healthy is a boundary. You have to set boundaries for yourself. You have to be able to identify what will serve me, what will not serve me, what am I okay with the outcome if it's not going to serve me in the future, and what am I not okay with the outcome if I know it's not going to serve me in the future. If we, like I said in a previous episode, if we create these filters of where we want to be, who we want to become, and where we are right now, and that middle area is that filter. If we allow ourselves to make all decisions through this filter, things become a lot easier because you are then able to have an objective perspective placed in front of you, and you can make a decision, okay, here's my filter. Does this align with who I want to become or not? And if it does not, then we obviously don't want to make that decision. There will be some times and instances where you do want to make a decision based off of your filter. And there's also times whenever you want to make a decision not based on your filter. I would recommend having most of your decisions based on that filter and not having it vice versa. But power to you if you, whatever you want to do, just again, giving you recommendations. Now, I think one of the largest things about this holiday season is that most people enter it with the mindset they're going to gain weight. I'm going to put on weight. I'm going to eat everything. I'm going to feel gross. I'm going to not be able to walk after I eat my Thanksgiving meal. I personally don't love that. I don't agree with that. I think that you should be able to enjoy your food in moderation. So for me, I'm a sweets girl. I love my desserts. And so I will get a smorgasbord of a dessert plate and I will eat some, but I'm not gonna eat everything, or ask someone to split some with me, or I'll cut out a little part that I want to eat and put it on my plate. I'm not going to get the whole entire brownie, or I'm not going to get the whole entire cookie if I don't need the whole entire cookie. And I want to have a cookie and some pie and some buñuelos, and I want to have just different kinds of desserts because they're good, and I want to eat all of them. But I don't need to eat all of them in their serving size or more, or have 2 to 3 to 5 servings of that thing. I can have a taste, I can have a bite, I can have one cookie, and I can be okay. I don't need to go have 5 cookies. And it's a large mindset thing because we're honestly conditioned to overeat on those times. And again, if you overeat, it's not the end of the world, because that is not even like a drop in the bucket of the whole entire year for you. But it's whenever we allow those thoughts and those things to accumulate. And the longer that we allow that to continue, the longer we're gonna feel like crap, and it's gonna be a lot harder to get back on track. If we allow one day for ourselves to kind of fall off track and do whatever we want to do, cool, that's awesome. That's okay. It's again when it becomes a pattern. That is where the issue lies. And that is why most people come New Year's are trying to play catch up and figure out what the heck they have to do to be healthy again. And your New Year's resolutions are usually about your health, and they usually don't come true. And we usually make the same New Year's resolutions every year, because we don't stick with them, because our words carry no weight with us. And that is the largest issue here, is we need to figure out, what do we want coming out of the season? What filter can we create for this season? And how can we come out on top during this season? And that's what I want you to focus on. I want you to focus on not restricting yourself, not limiting yourself when it comes to what you can or can't do, can or can't eat. Because if we go into the season with restriction already, we're gonna go ham on those days. If we go into the season eating at maintenance and we feel good and we aren't food hungry, we're not gonna have to eat everything, so we're gonna feel satiated. We're gonna be able to enter the season with a level head and not have our emotions gravitate towards this food that we can never have again until next year. That is a mindset I used to have, and I have had to really drastically rewrite that because it doesn't serve me in any way, and it's not true. And I think if we, again, really focus on the mindset aspect of this season, you can be set up for success. That way, come New Year's, we're not making the same goal that we made last year and the year before and maybe 5 years ago. We have a new goal because we have stayed healthy, we have stayed mobile, we have stayed in a spot where we are able to feel good in our skin, feel good in our body, and now we can level that up. And that is a way to become resilient in this season of your life, is to know that you do not have to succumb to this mindset of, I have to eat everything, I'm gonna gain weight, I'm just gonna get back on track come January. That is not the mindset you wanna have, because health and fitness is a year-round thing. It is not seasonal, and for most people, they think it's seasonal, and it's been conditioned that way. But if you wanna live truly a healthy life, it is a lifestyle. It's a year-round thing, and it's gonna last with you for forever, and you're gonna be able to feel a lot better in your skin and a lot more keen, sharper, and just better overall if you're able to make this your lifestyle. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, shoot me a message on Instagram. I am very active on there, and I will see y'all next week. Go be freaking resilient.